happening?
Yeah, hello.
It's happening.
We're back.
We're back.
comiXology live.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long time since we sat together on this couch.
Like a week.
A long time.
Wait, no, I wasn't. Was I here?
I wasn't here last week.
That's right. You weren't here last week. See, I don't even know what's happening.
You and Pat were the hosts with the most.
Kirsten.
You and Kirsten were the hosts with the most.
We were.
Hopefully Kirsten's not watching right now.
Oh, she can hear you.
She's always watching.
Always watching.
So this is comiXology Live, where we talk about the books that we're reading, the books that came out today, the books we want you to read.
All the stuff.
And then we'll talk about our lives.
We should tell them about Comic-Con.
We were at Comic-Con.
We were at Comic-Con. Hey, Pablo.
Pablo's here. Pablo, were you at Comic-Con?
Look, I saw a lot of stormtroopers. One of them could have been Pablo.
It might have been.
Yeah.
What was your number one? Before we get into our new releases,
So many.
what was your number one highlight of New York Comic Con?
Number one highlight. I mean, our 10-year anniversary party was pretty fun. There were wings there for you.
They got eaten fast.
By you.
I wasn't the main perpetrator of the wing eating.
Well,
There was a crew of animals that were scouting those wings.
it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what I did after that? I went to go eat wings with my wife. We had, what are those goodbyes where you don't say goodbye to anybody? Irish goodbye?
No, you just sort of ghosted us all.
Felt great. If you've never done that before, like at a party,
I have, yeah.
And if you have never done it, you need to try it. It's so freeing. It feels like, a weight is off your shoulders where you're at a party, you just leave. You sneak away into the night.
Pablo should sneak away from Chile in the night next year and come to New York Comic Con.
Yeah. And then do that,
And then
ghost us.
And then ghost us.
Ghost exit us.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do that.
Sure.
And you just gotta go have
Sometimes the hunger is so strong in your belly.
Yeah.
That you just need to walk away and go get some Korean barbecue.
Well,
I didn't mean to kill the room there by talking about Korean barbecue. Let's talk about what we read.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I am.
Please.
Because we have to have a moment. I'm dead. My ghost is sitting here telling you about The Wicked and the Divine, number 32, where so many things happen, and I'm gonna cry.
You cry? No. Did someone else die?
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful along the lines of, like, issue 8 or the remix issue. Like, Matt Wilson, can they invent some more Eisners to give to Matt Wilson?
Maybe.
For his color work?
We'll get the Eisner people on the phone right after this video.
Yeah, because he's great. And,
so can you tease out anything outside of emotional distress?
Some of my favorites, it was just hard to read. Some of what happens to some of my favorites in here, my precious, terrible babies.
Wow.
And then look at this cool variant cover. It's the, Walking Dead tribute cover. Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
Variant covers.
Oh, get over it. The variant.
Tell you what, variant covers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go
Eat
your Korean barbecue.
It was an offline conversation. It's gonna stay offline. So it was good.
What was good? Wigdiv?
Wigdiv.
Yeah.
Outside of the distress.
I'm really glad that it came out after New York Comic Con, because I think that if it had come out that Wednesday, people would have just died during the panel.
If I may just say one thing, you're an amazing interviewer.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. The interviews that you did at New York Comic Con were great.
Well, thanks very much.
You have a certain charisma about you.
Listen, guys, here's my interview tip. When things start going south, just ask people about their favorite food. Works every time.
Get it? Going south. Because it works. in that situation.
Ask them about their favorite Southern food and then talk about sweet potatoes. No, okay, so that interview wasn't going south.
Right, it wasn't.
It's just that, like, here's a little behind the scenes what happened. I was telling Jason about this and he was like, I didn't even notice. But I saw a laser pointer, like, being run up and down the side of the wall, like, that we were standing in front of. And I mean, maybe it's just a laser pointer, but the world has been a crazy place lately, and New York Comic Con's really crowded, and they have security, but you never know. And I, like, legit was like, I'm just, like, keeping an eye on this. So it did, yeah, that was hard. It was hard to conduct an interview, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's going on here? But it was fine. And then we just talked about sweet potatoes, which, made me hungry.
It was a great interview.
Yeah, okay.
Metal. Number 3.
Look how shiny that is. Like metal. Okay.
Yeah. The Dark Multiverse is happening. Colin, hi again. Not all till Thor film. Eep, you excited?
I'm excited, and also, did you hear that poor sweet Mark Fluffalo accidentally Instagram lived some of the movie?
Did you call him Mark Fluffalo?
Mark Fluffalo.
That guy's a great dude.
I know, but he doesn't know how to use his phone, I guess, because
Really?
he, like, put it in his pocket, and he didn't realize that the Instagram live was still on, so...
Oh my god.
Spoilers.
Mark, come on.
Yeah, no.
Get his social media
But I
system on
am
that.
so excited, because Hella
It looks great.
is
I'm
Hella.
excited.
Valkyrie, and, yeah. We'll have, I'm sure, lots to say.
Lots to say. Maybe we'll do a special episode right outside the movie theater.
Well, we won't do that. And what's happening with your face today?
Metal number 3. As you know, the Dark Multiverse has sprung, and there's evil versions of Batman coming into our own universe. And it's like a horror movie.
Hey, Mana.
By Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo and Jonathan Galapian and just a host of others. So pretty much it's a horror story. It's very scary. You're getting, like, the worst versions of Bruce Wayne.
Okay, but what's this outfit?
That's Batman.
That's
from another,
Batman?
Yeah. I think they call that one the one who laughs. So they're all, like, messed up versions of Batman.
And he has all of these little baby
little
Robins,
baby,
but they
show
look
that
evil.
to the camera. Show that. Evil baby Robins.
Okay, but that outfit.
He's fierce.
Oh, yeah, Lynette. I mean, so I'm just gonna send you my comfort now.
So the gist of this episode, this issue is Superman does battle with Barbatos, like the main bad guy in this.
Not the island in the Caribbean.
No, not that one.
Okay.
And Batman shows up in his, like, evil form, and he says something to Superman that is, like, what Superman thinks is a code word. Apparently Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman have, like, this secret message that, like, if they're in trouble and they need help, they say it to them. And they're supposed to, like, know that, like, oh, something's up.
All girls have that.
What is it for you? Or maybe you shouldn't reveal it.
No, because then
you had to get a new one.
people know, yeah.
That's right.
It's a good safety tip if you're going out with your friends to have the code word for when you feel uncomfortable and you say the code word and then your friends know to swoop in and rescue you.
Don't bars have, like, that drink that girls are supposed to order that's like, get me out of here or get me out of the situation? Did you ever hear that?
I've heard of that, but I don't know if that's like a universal thing, but it should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon. Yes, check out Metal.
Check out Metal.
Because it looks awesome.
It's wild. Looks
It
like
does.
Judge Death.
I mean, I feel like I need that Batman outfit.
Judge Death.
I need with the, like, spiky sunglasses. I love sunglasses, in case you didn't notice from all of the New York Comic Con videos.
Superman's code word is kryptonite, Brandon says. Brandon, come on.
I
Brandon.
mean, I know a lot of people who use avocado, which kind of looks like kryptonite. It's green.
Some people say that avocado is their code word.
Yeah.
But avocado's, like, in now. Everyone talks about avocado.
Yeah, because you need it to be a word that you could work in a conversation and it doesn't seem like you're saying a code word, but that is, like, distinctive enough in conversation that people would recognize it who need to recognize it.
Something like poop scale.
No.
Like, I got a breakfast Sammy this morning as a little insight, and someone asked if I wanted avocado on it. I was like, what? What is this?
I had avocado toast for lunch, and the guy he was ringing me up was like, that'll be $30. And I was like, for a half second, I was like, yeah, that's probably right.
What?
It wasn't really $30.
How much was it for real? $26?
It was $8.
Still pretty pricey.
Well,
what else you got?
Okay.
We talked about $2 in 10 minutes.
Sorry. Okay, so Skin and Earth number 4 is out by Lights, who I guess just played a concert. And was awesome. I know, we should have. Like, this woman is so crazy talented, I can't even believe it. Not only is she a recording artist and a performer, but she writes, draws, colors, and letters this book. And it's really good. And, so it's like about this girl. It takes place in this kind of like post-apocalyptic world, and but then it's like the same stories that everyone can relate to, which is that this girl like is in love with this guy, and then he like kind of ghosts her, and so she and her friend go find him in the like rich part of town, and it's just like all girls will relate to this story.
Does she say avocado at any point?
I don't think she does.
Or have avocado toast?
No, she does not. Let's find a cool.
Where does she find the time to do all this?
You know, that's what I'm saying. And so like, I love this. There's like this neat panel because they're like traveling underground and then they find like a secret staircase. And I mean, like, I feel like, you know, Lights has definitely got the chops. Like, it's beautiful. So this is from Dynamite. You should check it out.
See if Lights is still around. We'll have her come into the studio.
Yeah, see, Brandon thinks so too.
Get ready.
Oh, yeah.
For ATOMAHAWK. Look at the size of this book.
This is a cool book. And it's like got the like really thick cover. It's like quality here.
It is quality. This is apparently a story that was collected, or not collected, but it was individually in heavy metal.
That makes sense.
This has a very heavy metal vibe.
Hey, Adam.
It's like, I'm trying to think if you want to combine Conan the Barbarian with Terminator.
That's fair. Yeah.
And you're following this guy, the Cyberzerker, and he has this amazing weaponry. Look, he just took down this giant alien spaceship.
Show him the back cover with the unicorn.
Oh my god.
I know.
Look at this. This is like a psychedelic...
It's so cool.
...action Conan the Barbarian trip. Hello, Adam.
So cool.
I mean, just look at these 2-page spread here. This is ridiculous. It's beautiful. There's 3 oversized stories that take place, and you get the backstory of this guy. It's just so funny.
And there's all those tattoo pictures.
Yeah, people, and like I have never actually probably read a lot of heavy metal, but the inside after the first story, there's a couple pages of people that get tattoos of the Cyberzerker and characters in this book.
Because the art is so good.
This is my pick of the week. If you're looking for some fun action in the vein of heavy metal, get ATOMAHAWK. It's
pretty beautiful.
Donnie Cates.
That guy, does he ever sleep?
Donnie, you watching right now? Are you asleep?
Take a nap, buddy.
Take a nap, you poo. What else?
Ooh, what else? Ooh, Dr. APHRA, number 13. Here's a variant cover with the General and friends. So, look.
Does it happen? That's all I want to know.
No.
Does it happen?
It's never going to happen. Today's National Coming Out Day.
It is.
And Dr. APHRA apparently needs to come out again because people ship her with Vader, but she likes the ladies.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, no, it was in, her ex is around, and, I forget which arc it is. I think it was the Screaming Citadel arc.
Maybe I did know that.
Yeah. So, so no, there's gonna be no Vader, APHRA.
She
plus
could be bisexual. She could be. Has she overtly stated that she's not?
I think I've only canonically seen her interested in the ladies.
Okay.
Gotta be honest. Right. Yeah. So in any case, she has a run-in with Vader, who is he is supposed to think she's dead, so that's kind of a problem for her. But in characteristic APHRA fashion, she figures some stuff out, how to manipulate the situation. And I think this is the end of the first year of the book but it's going to continue with Cy Spurrier co-writing. So it's like kind of a self-contained thing, but also it's like I saw on Twitter, Kieran was like, play Bad Reputation when you get to the last page. So it definitely is like, it feels kind of like the credits like start rolling, but there could be a sequel.
How does that?
How it is.
So is Cy co-writing with Kieran?
Yeah, I think so.
How does that stuff work?
I have no idea.
Get Kieran on the... Kieran, you watching?
We can ask him.
Kieran, comment, please.
We can
Let us know
him.
that works.
Yeah. Oh, and the murder bots, like, take a hostage, and they're misbehaving all over the place, and that's going to be great.
That's vintage
love the
murder bots.
I know.
Vintage.
I love it. So, God, I would love to see APHRA show up in a
movie.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll show up in The Last Jedi. The new trailer just dropped.
She would be, like, old then.
Maybe she's ageless. Maybe she's a doctor. She could make some kind of de-aging serum.
She's not that kind of doctor.
You don't know that.
Actually, she's not any kind of doctor. Like me, she did not actually finish her PhD. Although I do not go around making people call me a doctor. Yeah.
MECH CADET YU.
Oh, I love this one.
Number 3.
Yes.
I'm actually not going to talk about number 3 because I'm only caught up to number 2.
Okay, but show them the tummies.
Okay.
And don't cough your concrete all over me.
Concrete is a made-up construct, I feel like. I don't have it. I think people just make it up.
I was smart enough to get concrete the week before, so I was immune.
So you can show, let's see, when they're in the
tummy page.
The mechs. Here's these adorable. Look how they signify the person talking while they're in the mech. There's like this little arrow into their little bellies.
So cute. I love this book so much.
MECH CADET YU is this world where mechs come from the sky every 4 years, and 3 of them connect with these cadets that have been training to become, these mech controllers. And, sorry. So the one, there's the main character in the story is this kind of janitor's son, and he also helps clean up the school. And he dreams of being connected to a mech and living that life of a pilot, but he knows it's not in the cards, or he thinks it's not in the cards. And then one day, he stumbles across one of the mechs that he went off course, and they bond, and it's this big deal that like this son of a janitor is apparently going to be a pilot with the mech. And that causes frustration with a girl who was destined to be connected to a mech, but does not. Really fun. Boom Studios, Greg Pak, Takeshi Miyazawa. It's a really fun book. I love it.
I like it a lot. It's a good one. I would give that to kids also.
For sure.
But like for adults it's good too. It's like a good all ages. Okay. Runaways number 2, you guys. Remember I was talking about the first one and I was like, I don't think this is a good starting point for people who don't know what the Runaways is. Like,
I remember you said that.
Yeah.
You were vociferous.
And I actually feel like with issue 2, it does give you kind of an overview of like what's happened to them. And so I would say that if you're like if you're a patient reader and you're like willing to just kind of roll with it and accept that stuff happened without actually having seen all of it, you could probably familiarize yourself pretty well with things if you read both issue 1 and 2. So I amend my previous recommendation. You should check it out. It's really like it tugs at your heartstrings even if you've never met these characters before now, because it's just really there's a lot of tension and a lot of like stakes feel very high, and Rainbow Rowell, Chris Anka, and Matt Wilson are the creative team, and so it's just beautifully put together, and they do a really good job of just letting the reader know what's going on and what the emotional stakes are without you having invested in the entire backstory.
I was thinking that when we had our panel at New York Comic Con about how we do a panel of like we give suggestions on what books to read or where to start.
Yeah.
And it's wild that like when we were kids, jumping into something like X-Men 351 was like okay.
Well,
you know what I mean? And then like now as like adults, it's kind of it's flipped. Like we could never think that would be normal for adults to just like get into and not want to continue on and see like what's going on.
But remember, someone asked us specifically about this, and I told her, just jump in and accept that for maybe like 4 or 5 issues you're not going to know what's going on, but like you'll figure it out and you'll figure out more. And, you know, if you pick up a book by a really good creative team, I think Kieran said, like, they'll tell you what you need to know and what you need to care about. So, you know, I do think that people maybe just need to kind of relax about it. Like, it's fine if you don't know everything. They'll tell you. And this definitely is a really good example of them telling you what you need to know. Because what's happening in this book, so, like, this character with the purple hair, Gert, she's been brought from the past into the present, the moment before she dies, and then they heal her so she doesn't die. But for them, she actually did die 2 years ago, and like a lot has changed since then. So she's like, okay, like for her, this was like literally just moments ago. 2 years ago was moments ago, and she's like, where's this person? Where's this person? Where's Carolina? Where's Molly? Like, where's all the crew? And they're like, yeah, like the band broke up. Like, we're scattered all over the place. We're, you know, some people have died, and oh yeah, and then there's like, well, you know, oh, like someone sent me his effects. Let's go, like, I never opened it. Let's go see what's in there. That was a pretty big surprise. And so not all of the runaways are together at this moment, and they're sort of like running down what happened to them, and probably, I think, where to, like, I suspect that what's going to be happening moving forward is they're going to like go find each other, because then you know, we see the next character who hasn't been around Molly, and it's like, oh, okay. So yes, Runaways, it's beautiful, it's heartwarming, it will make you cry a little bit, all the things that we love.
You know what I just watched for the first time in a while? It always makes me cry. Signs.
Really?
Remember that movie?
Yes.
One of my fave movies.
Does it make you cry because the end ruins the whole movie?
I don't think the end ruins the whole movie. I love the end. There's this one part where like the violins are playing really fast when he's like carrying his kid out. Oh boy.
Okay, but like the atmosphere, it has a lot of water in it.
Listen, they need a planet. Maybe the other ones aren't as habitable for them. Are they going to go to Jupiter?
But like, if you're allergic to water, maybe you go to Jupiter.
maybe their controls only could get them to Earth. Maybe they had just enough fuel to get to Earth.
Your suspension of disbelief is...
We're talking about a world of aliens that come to our planet, so our suspension of disbelief is already out the window.
No, but you have to like make sure that you follow your own rules.
I'm following my own rules. That's the only rules I ever follow.
I'm
my own man.
If the rules are that they're allergic to water, and they come to a planet where the atmosphere has a lot of water in it, I have questions.
Listen, they're desperate. They ran out of food, just like in what's that movie?
Our Future.
Just like that movie with Matthew McConaughey and Christopher Nolan. That's that movie we run out of food and they venture out into space. Where he's like crying, Matthew McConaughey, it's a gif. Anyone can get me that movie title, please.
Get the
I'm dying here. It starts with an I, maybe?
Did you read any other comic books?
Has anyone seen that movie? Has anyone?
Can we talk about Rocket?
Yeah. We're running out of tape.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Rocket. Buy it.
Real quick.
The end.
And go see that movie that I was talking about that I don't remember the title of.
Oh my god. If you need hugs after you read The Wicked and the Divine, you can find me on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody next week. Wait, is that the title? Is that the movie title? No, it's not.
I put it on my black t-shirt.
+1, you can get into miniseries without reading previous volumes. Well, just maybe not something from the likes of Grant Morrison. You're trying to put logic in an M. Night Shyamalan movie where there is none. Larry, you're banned again. Look. You're rebanned, Larry. I don't have time. Interstellar, thank you.
Mikey P saves the day.
Thank you, Mikey P.
You can't ban Larry. Because look, he also was helping you out, even though
you're unbanned.
So rudely banned him every time.
You're unbanned. Interstellar. Long movie.
See, Brandon, everyone came to your rescue.
The movie trailers for Interstellar were some of the best movie trailers I've ever seen in my life. Unfortunately, the movie was not the same.
Wow.
He had to leave his kids to go into space to try to save the planet. Can you imagine?
What was he going to do, bring his kids with him?
Can you imagine saying goodbye to your little kids and be like, I love you, but I have to go save the Earth?
Okay, but could you imagine bringing your kid with you?
No. They're not trained for space travel. So they have to stay and watch the McConaughey farm.
Of course it's
farm. It's Christopher Nolan, what happened to you?
What had happened to this show that we're supposed to be doing right now?
Although
about comics?
Dunkirk is supposed to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
I heard that. Maybe he's back.
Okay.
All right, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'll have a link to the new releases in the show notes.
Oh, that's nice.
And don't forget to watch our interviews that we did at New York Comic Con.
Yes, where you can hear me ask
Sweet Potato.
Penny being attracted to Pennywise.
Oh, that was a great part. Yeah, internet lusting.
And dressing up X-Men like hip-hop artists.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.